Hello everyone, we are back with the Rams franchise. And today we have a matchup against a team that we beat last year in the postseason. It'll be a game against the Washington Commanders, who may be only 5-7, but they do have a very strong defense. They rank 9th in points per game allowed, giving up under 22 points per game. They are 4th in total yards against them and 3rd against the pass. Where they have struggled this year on defense is at stopping the run. They have allowed nearly 116 yards per game on the ground, which ranks them 21st in the NFL at stopping the run. And they are right now without Jonathan Allen, one of their best players on their defense. But even without him, they do still have a pretty strong defensive line. So our offensive line is going to have to put together a good effort if we want to pick up a win today. Some good news for the offense is that Cooper Kupp has recovered from his abdomen tear. He has been out the last few games, and without him, our offense has really struggled. So hopefully he could give us a good boost. But having said that, I want to lean on the ground game today because the Commanders' defense has been pretty bad at stopping the run. And we do have a good running back that is an ex-Commander raring to go against his old team in Antonio Gibson. We'll see if he could have a big game today against his old team and help us get a win. The Washington offense, it's got good players on it like Chip Kendrick, who is a superstar X-Factor, 90 plus overall, and he's only in his 3rd season in the NFL. But he is having a down year, and really the entire Commanders offense is having a down year. And I think the main reason for that is that they are dealing with multiple injuries. Terry McLaurin, their number 1 wide receiver, has only played in 1 game this year, and he's done for the year thanks to a PCL tear. They are also without their top running back in Brian Robinson Jr., who is dealing with a hamstring tear. So the Commanders' offense, it is relying on a lot of backups right now. And they are going up against a good defense today. Our defense has been really good this season, especially as of late. I mean, last week we only gave up 10 points to the Chargers, who have Justin Herbert at quarterback, and they have had a good year on offense. And the thing is, we did that without Emmitt Spearman, who had missed that game due to an injury. But before that, he had a sack in back-to-back games, and it looks like he's ready to go on a tear, like he did in his rookie season towards the end of the year. The game plan on defense is to just keep everything in front of us and not give any big plays or easy plays to the Commanders' offense that has really struggled this season. We'll see if we can execute our game plan on both offense and defense and pick up a win today. The Commanders have the ball to begin the game. Kendrick will fire into traffic for Jahan Dotson, and he's unable to make the grab on it. 3rd down. Washington in danger of going 3 and out, and it's going to end up being worse than that for them. It ends up being a turnover instead. Addison Caver picks off the pass, the 17th interception of his young NFL career, and the Rams have great starting field position. Really a golden opportunity for them. Here's a pass left side to Cooper Kupp. It is going to be ruled incomplete. Kupp couldn't quite get his feet down in time. The ex-Commander, Antonio Gibson, will get a carry here, and he's got a gain of 6 to make it 3rd and 4. Washington loads up the line on 3rd down. They do send a blitz, and it'll get there in time. Chase Young is able to sack Josh Rosen, along with a few other Commanders defenders. So despite the great starting field position, the Rams end up kicking a field goal, and they do make the kick to give themselves a 3-0 lead. Chip Kendrick and the Commanders hoping to make this a better drive than their last, and it is already better for Chip Kendrick, who has now completed a pass to a non-Ram. He completes it to Will Disley. Javier Davis gets the handoff, and down he goes in the backfield. Byron Young makes the play. 3rd down. Kendrick is going to look to go to his right. It is caught by Alex Merritt, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. A lucky break for the LA defense. The Commanders end up going 3 and out because of that. A handoff to Antonio Gibson to begin this Rams drive, and he's up near midfield. So the Rams already at the 46. Rosen, quick left side to O.J. Howard. He is knocked out of bounds. A gain of 2 for the veteran tight end. 3rd down. Rosen, after a deep drop, is going to go deep down the field. It is caught by Cooper Kupp. His first catch back from the abdomen tear is a great one. A contested catch and a gain of 33 for Cooper Kupp. Here is a check down to Antonio Gibson, and a mistake there from Chase Young. He is going to push Gibson ahead, making it goal to go for LA. On 1st and goal, Gibson finds a way and he's going to power his way up to the one. He couldn't quite make his way into the end zone. 2nd and goal, Rosen back to throw, and that was a mistake. It is going to be a complete disaster for the Rams. A strip sack, and the Commanders recover the fumble. A huge mistake there from the Rams. They should have just ran it. On 2nd and goal from the 1, they tried to get fancy, and it ends up resulting in a fumble. Merritt has a gain of 8. 3rd down. After a fake to Merritt, it'll be a handoff to Javier Davis, who's going to be dropped in the backfield by Kelvin Joseph. And the Commanders do nothing after the turnover. LA at their own 42. Montel Rodriguez is going to follow Steve Avila into plus territory. He is up to the Washington 45. The Rams got a pistol here and hand it off to Montel Rodriguez, who is going nowhere on this play. He makes it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down. Rosen is going to lob into traffic for Michael Kirkpatrick, and he's up to the 26 with a 1st down as we're getting late in the 1st quarter. Under 30 seconds to go in it. Rosen will dump a screen pass off to Antonio Gibson, who is up to the 19 with a gain of 6. Now 3rd and 3 in the 2nd quarter. Gibson, right side. He's got a 1st down, is inside the 10, and he's going to be ruled out of bounds at the 6. It is goal to go again for the Rams. 1st and goal. Gibson, left side, trying to find a lane, and he's up to the 2 to make it 2nd and goal there. They'll go under center. Rosen hands it off to Rodriguez. He is going to punch the ball in. It is a touchdown for the Rams, and Montel Rodriguez is able to vulture a touchdown away from Antonio Gibson and make this a 2-score lead for the Rams in the 2nd quarter. The Commanders are trying to get something going on offense. They complete a pass here to Alex Merritt, who's up to the 32. 3rd down. Kendrick is going to throw on the move back to Alex Merritt, already his 4th catch of the 1st half. He's up to the 41 with a 1st down. The Commanders going empty here on 2nd and 10. Kendrick runs right by Eric Armstead and is going to slide down in front of Kelvin Joseph up at the 45. 3rd and 6. The Commanders are going to call a screen to Javier Davis, and Sammy Patton is able to read the play and make this stop short of the 1st down. So the Rams are going to take over at their 26 after a punt. Rosen hits Cooper Kupp underneath. He's going to take a few hits and go down to 35 with a gain of 10. 3rd and short. Gibson the back. The Rams call a counter, and that will be a 1st down. Gibson already up to 49 yards here in the 1st half. From the 41, it'll be a toss right side to Gibson. He avoids a diving defender and is going to fall ahead up to the 47, a gain of 6 for him. 5:18 to go in the 1st half. A fake to Rodriguez. Rosen, left side, hits Keenan Russell, the Rams' number 3 tight end. We haven't seen really any of him this season. Makes a nice catch there, though. 3rd and 9. Rosen, after drifting to his left, is going to throw that way to Mike Williams, who will make a leaping catch and put the Rams inside the red zone. Under 3 minutes to go in the half now. It is a screen to Anthony Allen, who's going to put on some moves, but not do much with those moves. He's up to the 18. 3rd and 5. Rosen is going to go quick right side to Cooper Kupp, and he'll make the catch. He's up to the 7. It is goal to go for LA. On 2nd and goal, Gibson in the backfield is going to juke around and find a bit of room. And he's up to the 4 with just a gain of 3. 3rd and goal. Rosen facing pressure, lobs underneath, and Cooper Kupp will make the catch in the end zone. It is a touchdown, his 7th of the season, and the Rams have made this a 3-score lead here in the 1st half. The Commanders do have 1 timeout and a bit of time here to try and get down the field. Here is Jahan Dotson. He's going to be swung down in LA territory at the 45, and the Commanders use their last timeout. So Kendrick cannot afford to take a sack here. He's under pressure, and he's going to get the throw off in time. It is going to end up being just a throwaway. The Commanders are going to try a field goal here on 3rd and 10. Cade York is going to put a lot of strength into this one, and he makes the kick a 62-yarder. And that is going to end the shutout. So we head into halftime of this game with the Rams on top of the Commanders, 17-3. We'll see what happens in the second half. The 49ers have won 3 games in a row and are looking to make it 4 in a row. They are currently up 14-10 on the Broncos nearing halftime. We'll see if they are able to continue to inch their way back into the playoff race in the NFC or if they'll take a devastating loss. Here is a sack for Montez Sweat to begin the second half. Josh Rosen had no chance on that play. The Rams just call a screen on 3rd and 13. And Jamal Holcomb is going to go ahead and make a play. A great job by him and the other receivers, of course, who helped him out by blocking down the field. A pass underneath to Michael Kirkpatrick, and he's in the plus territory, up to the 45 of Washington. The Rams continuing to go 5 wide. It'll be a pass left side to Anthony Allen, and he picks up 7 yards on the play. Still no Cooper Kupp or Mike Williams out there on this drive. Rosen under pressure going deep over the middle to Anthony Allen, who's going to make another catch. And this time he's going to put the Rams inside the red zone. From the 18, Rosen with time but nobody open. He's going to scramble up the middle and slide down to the 9 with a gain of 9 to make it 2nd and 1. They still stick with this 5-wide look. Rosen to the end zone for Michael Kirkpatrick, and he did hang on. It is a touchdown. And the Rams are able to extend their lead, making this 24-3 in the third quarter. Javier Davis is going to begin this Washington drive with a tough run. He's up to the 30 with a gain of 5. Now 2nd down. A blitz on the way. It'll be a quick pass to Alex Merritt, who had a very solid first half and is impressing me if I'm being honest. He's up to the 41. A pass down the field is nearly intercepted by Kelvin Joseph. He got his hands on it, but just ended up dropping it. 3rd down. Pressure on the way, and it'll get there. It'll be a sack for Blake McCollum. That is his first sack since week 5 when he got 2 of them against the Bills. So the Commanders, they end up punting it away, and the Rams take over at their 24. It'll be a handoff to 24, Antonio Gibson. He is blazing down the sideline. And he's taking this all the way to the end zone against his old team. A 76-yard touchdown for Antonio Gibson. And he is now over 6,000 career rushing yards with that long run. The Rams up 31-3 in the third quarter. There is a catch for John Dotson, the current number 1 wide receiver for this Commanders offense. 3rd and 2. A pass deep down the field is off the hands of Nolan Walker. The NFL's leading interceptor just straight up dropped that one. The Rams have possession again and are already up 31-3 in the third quarter. There is a nice run from Montel Rodriguez, who takes it up to the 38. I know I talked about in the previous episode getting Antonio Gibson the majority of the carries out of the backfield, but when you're up 31-3 in the third quarter, you don't really have to be giving a ton of carries to your starting running back. You don't want to risk him getting injured. We already had to deal with him missing a ton of games last season. The Rams near midfield. It'll be a deep ball right side for Mike Williams, and it's going to be deflected away by Fuller. 3rd down. Rosen with time, but it's running out. He's going to be hit as he let it go, and it'll be incomplete. So the Rams are going to have to punt it away from midfield. The Commanders maybe could put something together here on this drive and get some momentum. Alex Merritt on the left side. He's going to pick up 6 yards. He's been pretty impressive for this Commanders offense. They look to him here on 3rd down, and he can't make the play this time. A nice pass breakup from Jason Taylor II. So the Rams back on offense. Gibson has a lane, and he's going to be spun ahead. He couldn't quite make the one-man miss that he needed to break off another long run, but he does at least get a 1st down. Rosen to his right for Michael Kirkpatrick, and he'll make the grab, going down at the 35 of Washington. Now in the fourth quarter, it'll be a fake to Gibson, and they're going to throw it right back to him. He's racing down the sideline and knocked it out of bounds at the 14, putting the Rams in the red zone once again. 2nd and 13. Rosen underneath hits Jamal Holcomb, who's inside the 10, and brought down to the 7. Remember this Commanders defense, it's 4th in total yards against them on the season, but the Rams have been great here today on offense. A pass on third down. It'll be caught by Cooper Kupp, and he's got his second touchdown of the game and has tied Michael Kirkpatrick for the most touchdowns on the season receiving on this Rams team. 38-3 in the fourth quarter. Not a ton to play for here for the Commanders besides pride, and the Rams just want to get out of here pretty healthy. That would be ideal for them. So what should we talk about while we watch the rest of this game? How about College Football 25? That got announced, and I'm definitely going to be trying to do a dynasty on there. I don't exactly know with who. I might do a team builder dynasty or pick a real college team. I don't know yet. Let me know down below on what you want to see. As Jason Taylor II breaks up another pass. He's had himself a very solid game and a solid season. 4th and 1. The Commanders go for it. They have nothing to lose, and they end up getting the first down. Javier Davis up to midfield, and he does keep this drive alive. Kendrick going to his right down the field, and a nice pass breakup from Addison Caver, who is still out here despite this being a blowout. 3rd down. Kendrick, quick left side as Jahan Dotson making a play. He's able to get the better of Nolan Walker, and he's up to the 32 with the first down. A blitz on the way. It'll be a quick pass over the middle, and it's knocked out by, you guessed it, Jason Taylor II. 3rd and 6. Kendrick firing to his left, and he's going to complete it to Alex Merritt, and he's going to make it goal to go. Up to the 8 the Commanders go. 1st and goal. Kendrick underneath is going to connect with Alex Merritt again, and he's up to the 2, making it seconded short. Seconded goal, I guess, from the 2. Kendrick hands it off to Javier Davis, and Ronnie Perkins is all over it, along with Emmett Spearman. A loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down. Kendrick to the end zone. He misses Jahan Dotson, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Commanders are not going to go for it. They will just kick a field goal. They are going to make it 38-6, and they don't even bother with an onside kick. So we already know that they have given up on this game. All that's left to do is see the clock hit zeros across the board. A couple of first downs should do it. Rodriguez has a nice lane to open up for him, and he's up to the 40 with a first down, which is going to allow this clock to hit the 2-minute warning. One more first down should end the game. Rodriguez, left side, he's got the first down and is going to go down inbounds. So the Rams are going to end up winning this game and blowing out the Commanders, winning 38-6. We don't really have much complaining to do after this one, do we? A 38-6 blowout victory. The Commanders' offense, it looked pretty bad out there. Chip Kendrick was not very good, and he also did not get any help from his pass catchers besides Alex Merritt, who I thought played really well. They also had no ground game going. I guess you do have to give a ton of credit to our defense. Sure, we weren't racking up a ton of sacks and not a ton of turnovers forced, but we just didn't give up anything. Nothing was easy for the Commanders' offense. Our offense did pretty well. Good game for Josh Rosen, and that was much needed. It's a tough season, and we were also able to get the ground game going in a big way. And it was really the first time all season, I feel like, that we got the ground game going like this. A few upgrades after the game. This one for Melvin Francois. He gets 1 to his pass block and 2 to his pass block finesse. Montel Rodriguez, we'll talk some more about him here in a bit. We end up going elusive back, and he gets 3 to his carrying. Michael Kirkpatrick. He is now tied for the touchdown lead on this team with Cooper Kupp. Nothing wrong with that. He's had a good season. So we did end up accomplishing our pregame goal of beating the Commanders and running for 125 or more yards. So the entire offensive line will have some boosts going for us our next 2 games, along with Antonio Gibson, who had the big day against his old team. That was really great to see. We, like I said, have not gotten the ground game going like this all season, but these last 2 weeks, the ground game has been really good. And I think we should continue to ride the ground game and run it a ton. It just seems to help out not only the offensive line, but Josh Rosen as well. He seems to just play better when he's playing off of play action. Montel Rodriguez, he may have gotten more carries today than Antonio Gibson, but don't expect that to be the normal thing that happens unless we're just blowing out teams every single week. Then I guess we would be giving more carries to Montel Rodriguez than Antonio Gibson. But it did work out really well this week. and hopefully we can continue to build upon this great performance from the offense, especially Josh Rosen, who has struggled mightily for the majority of this season. But today I felt like he was actually hitting the majority of his throws, and even a few of his incompletions were near completions, and his numbers could look even better. He just didn't have to go out there and be relied upon for the entire game all by himself, because the ground game was as good as it ended up being. And that is the plan on offense as long as it continues to work. Run the ball and play off of play action for Josh Rosen, and hopefully play well. The defense, it did really well today. Blake McCollum, I was really happy to see him get a sack. And like I said in the game, it was his first sack since week 5. It has been a long time since he has done anything for us, and we need him to keep on playing well. We can't only rely on blitzing to get to the quarterback. Shout out to Jason Taylor II, who is in a contract season and is just having an amazing year. Sure, he may not be picking off a ton of passes, but he's got 22 pass deflections, which is second in the NFL, only behind Edison Caver, of course, who is on the same team. Let's talk about him. He was able to pick off a pass today, and he's up to 17 interceptions on his career. And if you compare that to the rest of the NFL, the leading interceptor for active players in our franchise is Stephon Gilmore with 33. So being at 17 interceptions, and he's only in his 3rd year in the NFL, when Stephon Gilmore is way past that, and he's like in year 16, that's pretty impressive for Caver to already be at 17 interceptions on his career. Here is a look at the current playoff picture. There are 2 teams I want to talk about that have gone on impressive win streaks. The first team would be the Bills. They have won 6 games in a row. 5 of those games were on the road. Their only home win was a blowout win over the Chiefs, who are the only team that has a better record at the moment in the AFC than the Bills. So if it comes down to a tiebreaker, if they finish with the same record, the Bills would be the number 1 seed in the AFC. The other team, it is the 49ers. They lost to us back in week 10, and I thought they were for sure out of the postseason race. They would have no shot of making it. But they have now won 4 games in a row and have a chance to make it at least. Sure, they don't control their own destiny, but they do have a chance to make the postseason. We are right now at 12-1, on top of the entire NFL, and we are the only team to have won a division so far. In our next game, we'll take on a division rival. It'll be a battle between us and the Seattle Seahawks. Sure, they may be 4-9, but it's a division game on the road. Who knows what'll happen? Thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.